I'm an immortal, but my wife was just a regular human with barely any time left. So I made her a promise. Once I ascended, I'd track down her reincarnation and bring her up to the heavens to be with me forever. But on the day I finally ascended, I cast a spell to trace my wife Arwan's fate, and all I got back was nothing. Pure void. That means someone forcibly wiped out her destiny. Otherwise, why is there no cycle of reincarnation? No rebirth. Nothing. My heart just dropped. I tore through space and came back down to the mortal world. I went straight to Arwan's grave. When I opened it, nothing inside. Just an empty cenotaph. Mountain god, earth god, get out here. The second I roared, two figures appeared out of nowhere and dropped to their knees in front of me, trembling. Please spare us, immortal. We weren't expecting you, please forgive us. Now I have a question for you two. The woman buried here 300 years ago. Where did her soul go? And where are her remains? They exchanged a look, and finally the earth god stuttered out. Immortal lord. Your wife, she actually never died. Never died? A wave of relief hit me. But right behind it came something even worse. If she never died, why is there an empty grave here? Why can't I trace her fate? Explain, now. Immortal lord, don't you remember? 300 years ago, the day you ascended. Your own sect, Tianquan sect's grandmaster, showed up. They said mortals bring bad energy, that she'd disturb your Tao heart after ascension, so they took her away. My breath caught in my throat. Tianquan sect, that's my own sect. So it was my master, the kind-faced, protect the world, slay evil master who raised me. And my fellow disciples, the ones I treated like family, who I brought glory to, they took Erwin. Took her where? The mountain god and earth god went quiet for a long moment, then finally whispered, Miss Erwan. I was taken to the demon ceiling tower. It was like a billion lightning bolts went off in my head at once. The demon ceiling tower, Tianquan sect's prison for the world's most dangerous demons. Brutal winds, raging fire, pure resentment energy, the kind of place that makes all three realms shudder. And they threw my Erwin in there, a woman who couldn't even hurt a fly. They locked her in the demon ceiling tower. I didn't even stop to think. My body had already turned into a streak of light. I tore through space and appeared right at the gates of Tianquan sect. 300 years had passed. Because of me, Tianquan sect had become the #1 sect in the mortal world. The words Tianquan sect above the gate, I carved those myself back in the day. Looking at them now just felt like a cruel joke. Who goes there? How dare you trespass on Tianquan holy ground? Two gate disciples saw me appear out of thin air and immediately drew their swords. I didn't even acknowledge them. One step, and I was already inside the gate. The two disciples felt it, an unstoppable force that gently pushed them aside. My arrival had already alarmed the entire sect. Countless figures came flying in from every direction, surrounding me completely. Leading them was the master I once respected most, Qingshu, Grandmaster of Tianquan sect. Behind him stood a crowd of elders, and all my fellow disciples I used to be so close with. Xuan King, my boy. You're back from the heavens! Come, let your master take a look at you! Still the pride of our Tianquan sect. An immortal lord truly looks the part. Like he always used to. He moved in to clap me on the shoulder. I stepped aside and just stared at him. Cold. Master, where is my wife Arwan? Qingsu's smile froze on his face. The elders and disciples behind him. Their expressions all shifted into something strange. Xuan King, you just got back and the first thing you ask about is that mortal? She was just a regular human with a 100-year lifespan. She's long turned to dust. You're an immortal lord now. Cut your ties with the mortal world and focus on the Tao. Why are you still hung up on things from the past? Right, Marshall brother. You're an immortal lord. You could have any celestial beauty you want. Why are you still thinking about that mortal girl? She was just a fling on your cultivation path. You should have let go a long time ago. This was my junior Marshall sister. Now a sect elder, the immortal Lingling. The way she looked at me, zero shame, pure obsession. I remembered how she always had it out for Arwen back then. I thought it was just petty jealousy and never took it seriously. Now just thinking about it makes me sick. I'll ask one more time. Where is my wife? And before the words even fully left my mouth, a terrifying wave of celestial power exploded outward from me. The entire mountain range of Tianquan sect shook. Weaker disciples spat blood on the spot. They collapsed. Qingshu's expression finally changed. He looked at me, shock, confusion, and a flash of fury at being defied. How dare you, Shunking? What is this attitude? Your master is doing this for your own good. That mortal woman was the one weak spot in your Tao heart. I sealed her in the demon ceiling tower, to burn away her mortal energy with the fierce winds and fire, to sever the karmic bond between you two, so you could reach the highest Tao. And not only are you not grateful, you dare use your celestial power against your own master? The demon ceiling tower. Gentle, kind. The woman who wouldn't even step on an ant. You people locked her in that hellhole for a full 300 years and you call it for my own good? Sure, for my own good. You self-righteous hypocrites. You don't get to talk about the Tao. Before I even finished, I was already standing at the entrance of the demon ceiling tower. What do you think you're doing? Stop him! Qingshu's voice was a mix of fury and panic, and Tianquan sect's protective formation activated instantly. Thousands of sword beams shot out, weaving into a massive trap net. It came crashing down on me. I didn't even use any celestial technique, just raised my hand and gave it a light wave. The whole net shattered on impact. The two grand elders guarding the demon ceiling tower got blasted away by a single sleeve sweep. They slammed into the cliffside far away, unknown if alive or dead. The demon ceiling tower's walls were forged from 10,000-year dark iron, covered in sealing runes. In front of me, it crumbled apart like paper. I stepped inside. Endless darkness and a metallic stench hit me in the face. The demon ceiling tower has its own pocket dimension inside. The first floor held low-level demons, small fry. But even so, the resentment energy in there was enough to drive a mortal insane on the spot. I swept my divine sense and shot straight for the top. The higher you go, the stronger the demons, and the heavier the resentment. The brutal wind was like blades scraping across my immortal body. Even I felt sharp pain. I couldn't imagine what a mortal woman thrown into a place like this would feel. The despair of it. I didn't dare think about how Arwen survived these 300 years. I just knew I had to find her, get her out, no matter what she looked like now. When I reached the 9th floor, the very top of the demon ceiling tower, even I felt a chill. This floor held ancient demons powerful enough to overturn all 3 realms. But I looked around. The entire 9th floor was empty. Just one figure, pierced through the shoulder blades by countless black chains hanging in midair. The figure was so thin she looked like a dried-up corpse, even though she was completely unrecognizable.